Hi guys, welcome to another Premiere Pro tutorial. In this video, we are basically going to look at some of the different techniques we have available in Premiere to edit our videos. So now the first thing obviously to do is to open up a new project and import some media into your project. Now, once you've got your media imported into your project, the next thing you need to do is to double click on a video file in your project folder, in your project panel. Now, as soon as you double click on a video file, you will notice that it loads up in the source monitor. So what I want to do is I want to walk you through how we can navigate using the source monitor through a series of keyboard shortcuts. And then we are going to look at how to mark the in and out points on a clip. So now if you want to play the clip, you can either use the play button or you can use the space bar on your keyboard. And if you want to move on a frame by frame basis, then you can use the right and left arrow keys on your keyboard. And now most of the times, we will be using the keys J, K, and L on our keyboard. And I mean, what these keys do is that you will use the key J to move backwards in the clip. But if you press the J key more than once, it is going to increase the playback speed. So similarly, if you want to move forward in your clip, then you will use the key L. And if you press it more than once, it is going to increase the playback speed. Now, if at any point you want to stop at any point in your clip, then you can either use the space bar on your keyboard or you can use the key K. Also, if you want to go in slow motion in either ways, either backwards or forward, then you can use, you can actually press and hold the keys J and K at the same time. It will move backwards in slow motion. And similarly, if you press and hold the keys K and L, it will basically move forward in slow motion. So guys, if you can remember these three keys like J, K, and L, then believe me, your life is going to be so much easier because you won't have to kind of move through using your mouse or using the trackpad on your laptop. You can basically you can do a lot of things using these three keys, so it is going to save you a lot of time as well. Now, the next thing we are going to look at is how to mark in and out points on the clip. So we have our sequence on our timeline, and when we brought this clip into our timeline, we actually brought the whole clip. But what if you only want part of this clip? Let's say that if I don't want this whole clip on my timeline, I only want to have the first 10 seconds of this clip and I don't want the remaining clip. So obviously we can do that in the timeline as well, but we don't want to do that in timeline. We want to only bring the part that we actually going to use in our sequence. So in that case, we will be using the in and out points method, or in editing terms, we will basically be making a rough cut on our clips. So first of all, let's see what the in and out points actually mean. So like most of the time in your editing career, when you will get footages to edit, you won't be using the entire footage and you will use part or maybe a few parts from that clip. So what you will do is you will set an in point on that clip, which will be the new beginning of that clip, and then you will also choose an out point which will mark the new ending of that clip. So now you would do this normally by watching the clip first and then deciding which part of the clip you need. Now in this case, I want this clip from here to here. So what I will do is I will first mark the in point here, and I can do this in three different ways. Either by clicking on this open bracket icon, which you can see it here, or I can go in the markers tab up there in the top, or I can simply use the keyboard shortcut, which is the key I. So if I press the I key, I will be marking the in point on this clip, which I have just done it now. Now, I only want the part of this clip to this point. So what I'm going to do is I will now mark my out point. Again, I can do this in three different ways. Either I can use this close bracket icon over here, or I can go in the markers tab up at the top, or I can simply use the keyboard shortcut, which is the O key. So I key for the in point and O key for the out point. So now that we have marked the in and out points on the clip, we would want to watch the part of the clip that we have selected just to make sure that we have not missed out on anything. So to watch the marked area, just to watch that marked selection on your clip, you will press the Option key on the Mac and Alt on Windows, and at the same time press the K key on your keyboard. And this is, how you're going to actually, watch that part of the clip that you just selected. So, this way of cutting, as I said before, is called making a rough cut on your clips. And that is basically how you're going to mark the in and out points. Now, just so you know, you can also mark the in and out points directly within your project panel and on your media files. I'm not going to go through that because I just don't like that method of marking the in and out points or making rough cuts to your clips. I normally prefer doing this within the source monitor and then bringing the part of the clip that I want on my timeline. So I mean, it's just because that I think doing that within the source monitor is much simpler and much easier thing to do. So guys, that's it for this video. I will now see you again in the next video. Hope you liked this video and hope you find this useful. But if you got any questions, any comments, feel free to drop those in the comments area, and I will now see you again soon.